What's up, guys? It's Chris Moulton, Andrew Martin. It's the Union Report. We're here with Wesley Leggett. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, we're excited to have you. And so I wanted to kind of jump right in, Wesley, and ask you, what was one thing that made you feel like Monterey Bay was a good fit for you?
I think the thing that brought the fit was obviously talking to the coach and Coach Jordan Stewart. We had that conversation, and he really told me about, and him and Oliver talked to me a lot about what they expected from me, what they wanted from the club this year, and the ambition of the club is something that I really look forward to. I'm an ambitious player, ambitious person myself, so to hear them talk about the ambitions and what we're trying to push for as a club and the trophies that I want, I'm a competitor, and that's something I always wanted to join, so it stood out to me.
Nice.
Now, I know that you finished your college career with St. John's back east.
Yeah.
How did that prepare you for a professional career?
St. John's prepared me a lot because I think there was a lot of hard work instilled from our coach, Dave Mazur. That was one of his biggest things, hard work, fitness. So getting you into a spot where you see that when you work hard and you can do all that, all the cultivation of all your technical ability, if you don't have any hard work, then it's kind of just useless. So
Yeah.
he puts talent and hard work together, so it helps you reach your highest potential.
Nice. And so, Wesley, can you tell us a little bit about what your professional goals, dreams, aspirations are with soccer?
So like I'm a winner. I try to win as many games as I can now. I want to win, go to playoffs, win as many trophies here with Monterey, and then obviously my goal is to go to the highest level. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to play for my national team. Play in the World Cup. I always talk about that. Play in Europe, play in MLS. The highest level of soccer is something I'm striving for every day, and it's always about keeping grounded to where I'm at now, but also know where I still want to go. And I make vision boards, and I put it on the vision board. The vision board is actually my lock screen on my phone, so it just keeps me motivated every single day in what I'm striving for as well.
Awesome. Is there a particular team that's on that vision board for you?
I put some German teams. I put a bunch of different teams around, like in Europe that I definitely would. England, France, just all over. Definitely somewhere where I want to play at the highest level. Not one team specifically, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love the idea of the vision boards. It sounds like you're definitely like steeped in what you do professionally. Growing up, who was your favorite player, and what or who got you into the game?
Okay, so my person that got me into the game was my older brother. So Sheldon, he's 5.5 years older than me. So when I was little, I would always just follow him and do every single thing he was doing. I'd play with him in the yard. He would just kick me down when I'm trying to play. So he got me tough and just did everything a big brother should be, be a good role model. And I used to play with his team when I was like 10, when he was 15 or 16. So I always played up with him a lot. So that kind of helped. And then my favorite player is Terry Henry. Terry Henry's like been my inspiration probably since I was growing up, and I got to meet him unfortunately when I was younger. Wow. Yeah, and he gave me some good advice I still live by, and then I'm trying to hopefully see him again as I get higher in the level and I can tell him the story. The story was really nice when I met him. So
yeah, I think playing against older siblings and their friends is probably the best way for professional athletes to train. You can have like Hall of Fame coaches and stuff, but if you have like a brother or sister that's like 3, 4, 5 years older than you, kicking your butt every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My grandpa used to box, and he used to come to the house, and then I'd be in the yard playing with my brother, and I'd be dribbling, he'd just kick me down. And he's like, he doesn't know that he's just making him easily good. So I always thank my brother. Yeah. Every time someone says like that, he's the first person I think of.
That's awesome. And so I wanted to kind of transition into a little bit on the pitch. You're a proven finisher in the final third. What goes through your mind when you're about to take a shot on goal?
I think one thing, I've watched a video from Terry Henry. I've watched so much soccer, and then also from Coach. Just have a cool head. I think you put so much work in the week. The byproduct of the weekend is all the work you put in. So all the finishing I do after training and all that kind of just goes into my head, that just stay confident in what I can do, and I can finish in multiple ways. So when I'm in those positions, I just try to say you have more time than you think, and just keep a cool mind, and then just use the work I worked all the week and just put it away.
Okay, awesome.
Now I'm going to ask you to kind of put on a different hat here and pretend that you're actually an opposing player. Can you give us a scouting report on yourself?
There's no scouting report. You're gonna cook, so I'm just gonna say. I wouldn't put a scouting report on myself. I don't want to give anybody any ideas of what they can try to work out with me with, but I definitely want to be a person where defenders fear me. So that's one thing I'll probably add to that.
Okay, fair enough.
Awesome. And then what is one player, and I know maybe it's going to be Thierry Henry, but what's one player in world football who you would say that you are most like and why? And I'm going to put a caveat, one currently active player.
One player, my friend actually played with him, and a lot of people tell me now, Antoine Semenyo from Man City.
Okay.
So he was at Bournemouth. Like, they say we're very similar in the fact that like we're kind of bigger, very athletic, good finishers with both feet, and yeah. So that's what I've been getting this last year and a half. I've been getting Antoine Semenyo, and then I've been watching a lot of Jermaine Defoe, so getting that as well. Watch a lot of both, but that's not current. But current is definitely Antoine Semenyo.
You hear that, Pep Guardiola?
Now, your first goal this season came against Sacramento. It was a really nice give and go between you and Riley Bidois. I think a lot of people watching the game may have been like, "Oh, wow, this is Riley's first match." You know, how did you guys link up? But you guys actually played together for a couple of years before this with Loudon. How did that contribute to that play? Would you say in terms of the experience that the two of you already had playing together?
Riley's a great player. He's a finisher as well. He's good in tight spaces, and I had the privilege of playing him the last 2 years, year and a half. So when you play with them so long, you know them on and off the field. We do stuff off the field, so you just build that relationship where we both know each other, where we want the ball, how we want to score, and how can we help each other get there. So I think with me and him, we built that relationship over the last year and a half that he knows where I want the ball, and he knows my strengths is also winning aerial duels. So he knew to run off behind him and flick it to him. So I think when you play with a quality player like him, it's easy to see we let the game like talk, because we actually didn't really speak in that moment. We just kind of just know. So I think we let the football do the talking, and when you play with someone as good as him and for a long period of time, it just makes it easy to know what you guys are trying to do.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it was so obvious too, because it was like bing, bang, boom, the ball's in the back of the net. Yep. You guys are back up the field.
Ultimate team, you have a little green link.
And so Wesley, I want to ask you, we always like to pull back the curtain a little bit for the fans. They want to get to know the players a little bit more. Can you tell us, who is Wesley Leggett off the pitch? What are the things that are important to you?
Okay, so I would say, if I would describe myself, I would say outgoing. I would say I'm very friendly. I feel like I try to be happy, have a smile on my face, and try to make people happier. I feel like I'm a very chill person. I think sometimes on the field I'm very fiery and I'm trying to win the game. Yeah. But I think off the field I'm just a very chill, nice dude that likes to talk to people, outgoing. And things I care about is definitely my family, my friends, and like the connections I build with people. I think like that holds a lot of weight to me. And then I would also say I'm a hardworking individual that just tries to get better at everything I'm doing.
Nice.
So.
Now, I think you're absolutely doing right now what you should be doing, playing soccer, but like, let's say they banned soccer for the year. What do you think you'd be doing if soccer wasn't available to you?
You know, it's funny. I think I'd probably be like a streamer. I think I have the personality to be like someone that streams or plays games and streams, because I love playing video games. Mm-hmm. I play that every day. I love, I think I have the personality for that. I love to cook. So I think I would just do things to like people are seeing what I'm doing, like streaming, cooking. Like me.
I was literally going to ask you, you're going to stream video games, you're going to stream recipes, so you're like right on the same wavelength.
I might be like a jack of all trades, just start doing everything, you know? Because I take pictures of everything I cook and send it to my mom and everybody. Like, yo, why let you cook that? And I cook for some teammates here and there. So I think I might start doing it. I'm into fashion. I might have to do like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, well, you survived the first round. We're going to go into what we call the rapid fire segment. This is, we always do a different edition. This one happens to be the teammate edition.
Okay,
so
teammates.
Yeah, so we're going to ask you 6 questions. Just answer as thoroughly as you can, as quick as you can.
And we promise we're not going to share this with your teammates, so feel free
to... That's all good.
All right, so... who's the best dressed guy on the team?
Can I say myself or no?
Yeah, you can say.
I'd say it's between me, Kelsey, Nico. I would say those 3. Actually, I like Seb style too, Sebastian.
Okay.
So those 3, those 4. I think we have a good dress team. So.
All right, who is the team clown? The guy that's always cracking the jokes.
Amari Glasgow. He is the team clown.
Okay.
That is a funny dude.
That was a very you didn't even have to think.
That dude is funny.
Who's got the most handles when it comes to dribbling? Like you're just like, wow, that guy's just got like glue on his foot or something.
Ooh, that's a good question. Ooh, I would say Adrian. Adrian's a little slippery. Like he kind of just gets out of the situation and you're like, I don't know how he got out of there. So I would say like just some situation I don't know how he's in there and he just gets out. So I would say Adrian's up there.
And then who would you say has the most powerful shot?
I would say I'm up there. I would say Belmar has a strong shot. Yeah, I would say Belmar.
Okay.
Belmar has a good shot, especially outside the 18 when he comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then which teammate has the weirdest hobby? And can you share whatever that hobby is with us?
I was going to make a funny joke with that. Weirdest hobby. I don't know,
No?
I don't know. Weird hobby.
Or any kind of like hidden talent, like, oh, so-and-so plays the jazz flute or something like
No one on the team like bedazzles jean jackets or anything?
That'd be crazy. Nah, I don't know anybody that has any weird hobby. I feel like everyone kind of does normal things when they go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
like, I'm trying to think of one like obscure one. I'm not thinking of anyone. Like everyone kind of does the same thing.
You'll just be shocked later in the season when you find something out and will blow your mind.
And then I see you guys, I'm going to be back to it. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone has one.
Okay.
Now, if you were stranded on a desert island and could pick only one of your current teammates to be stuck with on that island, who would it be and why?
I think I would probably pick either Luca or Stu. Or yeah, I feel like with those two people we can kind of figure something out. I feel like Luca would hunt and get something and bring somebody. Like, Luca would get because I feel like at a certain point I'd become useless. And Luca would just put the team on his back and he's funny, so like we'd have a good time.
All right.
I get that vibe from him on the pitch.
I can tell you who I wouldn't want to be on the island with too. Jaimin. No. Me and Jaimin are done in 20 minutes. 20 minutes out there, it's over. It's over for us.
You're sailing away on a raft made of coconuts.
Yeah. It's like what I was thinking it there. Once we get to the island, it's done. We get frustrated, it's over, yeah.
Well, Wesley, that's all the time that we have. I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with us. If you guys didn't know, we're in the Rancho Cielo Enhanced Hospitality Lounge Suite. And so, and also I sat in this chair and there's this awesome pillow. It's an emotional support pillow. So you can grab one of these, I think, at the merch tent if you guys stop by there. And so thank you again for joining us. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you guys for having me.